Hey, hello there, everyone. Sorry for the little camera angle disruption there. Good afternoon and welcome to the Bro and JK BRISnet Play of the Day show today, our usual Monday and Wednesday show at 2 p.m. Where myself, my Freddie Bro York, and my partner Johnny Costa. What's up, John?
What's going on, Fred?
Hey, it's another day in paradise here, just doing our thing. Getting ready for some warm weather here finally in New Jersey. Going to crank up into the 60s this weekend and maybe 80 or something like that next week. Holy cow.
Next week, Wednesday, 82 degrees. I saw. What the heck? Then the next day, 39.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
I just stopped at Wednesday.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Well, what do you want to do? It's March. It's that time of the year. More importantly, we got some horse racing today. We're going to do another Bro and JK pick of the day, play of the day, sponsored by BRISnet.com, the Handicapper's Edge. Be sure to check them out. BRISnet.com has been providing information to many handicappers across the country. Lots of good information on there. You got your BRISnet Prime Power. You're going to get percentages that you're not going to get anywhere else. We'll talk about some of those in the horses that we're going to talk about today. And also our sponsors who've been with us for a long time, talking about Case's Pork Roll and also the Vape Shop, because they've both been with us since the beginning, and we're grateful for those two guys. So Bro and JK's BRISnet Play of the Day is going to be happening today. I'm going to talk about Start, John, talking about what I think is a tremendous turf race for a Wednesday down in Tampa. Now, again, this week, the Tampa Bay Derby is going to be run on Saturday, another Derby prep race worth 50 points with a nice field. I haven't seen Tampa Bay has, John, have you seen if they put out their, picks yet or card yet?
Not yet. No, they didn't. I didn't see it drawn yet. What's today? Wednesday already. They should have it. They should have it drawn. But we saw like a tentative field. Not the biggest of fields. That was a tentative one. So keep an eye on that. I'll double check it now.
I would hope. I just checked right now to see if the past performances were available to start breaking things down. Unusual on a Wednesday, so every other track, Gulfstream, etc., Fairgrounds, blah, 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 up there. But hey, we'll get to it. Today we're going to talk about race 9 at Tampa Bay Downs. A very nice allowance, $55,000 race. Non-winners of 1 mile 16th on the turf. I'm sorry, mile and 8th on the turf. 10 good horses in there. You could really almost make a case for almost any horse in the race. What I found most interesting is you got Chad Brown, who had 2 horses. The also eligible horse number 11 got scratched. Thomas Proctor's 42% at Tampa. Miguel Clement, 40% at Tampa. They both have horses in there. Jose Gallegos, 28%, typically a very good trainer down there in Tampa. Very good trainer anywhere, but good in Tampa. And to me, which we'll get to eventually, most importantly, Bill Mott has a horse in this race. Bill Mott, and I want to talk about that horse in a little bit, but I want to talk about the horses that are in the race. John, that you said this race. You said you might be kind of deep in. I don't blame you for that. I think the one horse board of directors is Chad Brown's horse. Been off a long time. Last time it raced was April 17th of 2024, so it's been off a long time. But he won first time out, so this is kind of like, I guess, right, John? Winning first time out again.
Yeah, the same thing. Same, coming back. If he won first time out off the ultimate layoff, then he could do it again.
The ultimate layoff. Another term we got to put up there, John. I got to put that glossary together. The ultimate layoff.
That's the first time starter is the ultimate layoff. Since nothing to compare it to, but now he runs good fresh, so that's definitely.
No, and obviously, clearly, Chad Brown has him ready to go, working out strong, getting ready to go. I find that horse kind of interesting. Not my pick. The other kind of horses that are in here for the big-time trainers, again, the number 6, Chicago Theater, ridden by Martinez Rojas. The number 1, Prime Power. That horse, Thomas Proctor, trains that horse. Thomas Proctor, like we said, is running at about 42%. The number 7 is trained by Miguel Clement, ridden by Samuel Marin, 8-1. That's, to me, that's surprising. That horse is 8-1 with Sam Marin, who's 18% on turf. He's the best turf rider, along with Antonio Gallardo, who's on the number 1 horse. They're both Sam Marin's at 18%. Galado's at 16%. And then, of course, you have the number 10 horse, Double Neat, ridden by Daniel Centeno and trained by Jose Gallegos, who's been hot down there. And the last race that horse was in was beat by a 2-5 favorite, Goncora. But that horse just ran by everybody and made it look easy. So that horse was supposed to win, won like a champ, was bet down to 2-5. I think that horse was common to a couple races. I think that horse was common to the horse number 4, who's not on my list, but also besides horse 10, horse number 5, Charles J. Again, neither one of those horses attracted me. I'll get right to my horse, John, that I love, and I hope this horse wins. I want this horse to win. Obviously, if I'm picking him, of course I hope he wins. But interesting, this horse number 9, Tux, ridden by Taylor Kingsley. That jockey is going to be a good apprentice jockey as time is going on. Already has been winning at 27%, 33% at Tampa Bay. I know it's only 3 times the jockey has ridden on the horse. 3 times, 1 first, 1 second. When you look at his overall stats, 15 mounts, 4 wins, 27%. Interestingly enough, been on turf 7 times and wins on turf at 29%. So that's 3 out of 7 mounts the jockey gets on a horse on turf, wins at 29%. Again, small sample, but I think that's off to a damn good start. And most importantly, I'm going to take my chances with this horse. You got Bill Mott training this horse. This horse is 2nd time on turf, 1st time on turf, ran in a very tough race, allowance $32,000 race here. It was a mile on turf. Both 2 horses that beat this horse are in this race. That's fine. I don't mind that. I think the change from Daniel Centeno, certainly, who's on the 1 horse, who's on the 10 horse, so probably going to get bet down to favoritism. Also, what's very interesting to me is the number 6 horse, which is the number 1 prime power. Martina Rojas is 3% on turf. Not a strong turf jockey. If you look at another horse, had the highest
not at all.
highest last race speed rating. I think turf jockeys have a different mindset if they're good on turf, and I think I'm really interested in watching the career and how this jockey starts riding, because sooner or later somebody's going to have to take the place of Sam Marin. Somebody's going to have to take the place of Gallardo. Somebody's going to have to take the place of the jockeys, the top jockeys, and I think this jockey has a pretty good chance. Taylor Kingsley winning today would certainly make a good case for that jockey. Of course, going to get a weight allowance, 112 pounds. Obviously, a very fresh apprentice jockey. Last time out, the horse was 119. And I think there's lots of angles that I like. That's why I like this horse, John, number 9, Tux, 8-1 morning line. Let's see how it goes. And even Equine Edge has it at 12%. That's not too bad.
No, actually, in that race, the 6 would probably be my top pick, but not a bet. That's why I'm going to, spread around and go deep. I think the value, the 2 horses, the value, like you mentioned earlier, the 7, 8-1, and the 9 at 6-1. They're the 2 that I, would be interested in playing around with and trying to get, into the ticket here. The 6 would be the top pick, but at that, lower price, with the low percentage jockey on the turf, not going to key on that and not lean on that one for sure. But yeah, the 7 and 9 in that race, root for your 9 to come through for your pick of the day. And that 6-1 morning line would help the last race of the pick 5, hopefully, and beat the favorite. So 6 would be top, but 7 and 9 for me in that race.
Yeah, the 10 with Daniel Centeno on it, that horse is pretty consistent. Buyer speed figures are always in the mid to, or at least in the 80s, which is a par for this distance. 81 is the par on turf. And that horse is 5-1. I mean, you get the 2 best jockeys listed, in terms of Tampa Bay, and the names for sure will draw attention. Daniel Centeno on a 10, and Sammy Marin on the 7. The willpower to one horses memorialized 8-1. The other one's 5-1 with the 2 best jockeys. The favorite, that's the 6. I'm definitely fading. I don't know. I'll use your term again, John. Fading that horse quite a bit. Again, obviously, my play of the day, I'm building any of my tickets around, is going to be the 9. This race goes off this afternoon at 4:56. Of course, this weekend, John, we have a couple big Derby prep races. Anything else you want to say about this race, John, before we talk briefly, before we move on?
No, I think that's it. I'm going to cheer for the 7 and the 9, one of them two as a value horse, and hopefully your 9 comes through.
Okay. I hope so too. I think that's a possibility. Put up some of the thoughts that I had about why this horse might win. If I had it here, but I don't have it right now. So this weekend, Tampa Bay is going to be hosting a big prep race, the Tampa Bay Derby. Right now, we don't have any idea how the field is going to shape up. It could be a big field, it could be a small field. I know there's some horses that were listed as probables in there, but I don't know exactly what that's going to be, John.
Yeah, we're just wait and see, and then the rest of the card will be good because they always have those, that sprint turf race. They have the long turf race. They're going to have an all stakes pick 5 to end the card. That myself and Wadey, who will be our boots on the ground Saturday, going over the late pick 5 before the festivities get started, and we are planning on doing it earlier than normal on Thursday. Hopefully, right after the scratches. 11:30 go on for a nice
Saturday 11:30 Saturday
11:30 we're gonna go and I'll give you plenty of time to put your tickets together for the late pick 5.
Well, and I want to say thank you to Wadey because I know that's his home track down there. He's got a lot of people he's hosting, a lot of people he's taking care of. So to take time out of a busy day to join us and talk about the Tampa Bay Derby and anything else that might catch his eye, because again, he is our boots on the ground there. I appreciate Wadey taking some time out to come on at 11:30 on Saturday. We will have our normal happy hour show at 3 p.m. on Friday, when we will have all the races will be up, the past performances will be out. We'll talk about that late, as John mentioned, that late all stakes pick 5 at Tampa. There's another prep race coming up on Saturday, the San Vicente. Out there at Santa Anita, John, right? Is that not Derby?
San Felipe.
San Felipe. I'm sorry. San Felipe. Another Derby prep race, 50 points on the line. What happened to Skippy Longstocking?
I guess something slight, nothing major. Just he's not gonna take a chance and run him this weekend, but like a scratch because of just something was a little off.
Yeah, they said also she acted up on the plane or something. I thought, asked for some peanuts or something. They get peanuts and went up.
And the store did not give it to him, so he got a little upset.
Well, hopefully Skippy's okay. Everybody likes Skippy. We know certainly that horse has made some super returns, and hopefully makes a return after this race. Obviously not going to race this Saturday, but hopefully we'll see Skippy again running, and I'll certainly be rooting for Skippy once again. So, John, I guess on that note, we can just kind of cash in our tickets or cash in our time here. Just reviewing our shows on Monday and Wednesday. Our pick of the day has been kind of rolling along. We've been close. On Monday, there was an unfortunate incident. I think the jockeys are okay. John, did you hear any updates on that? Or what happened to
Everybody was good. All the updates I saw from John O'Hara posting and Jack Armstrong saying that it was one of the worst things they've seen, but everybody got up. All the horses got up. Jockeys got up and walked away on their own power. So really got lucky there. Could have been disaster.
Well, because watching it on FanDuel, of course, we had the 10 horse in that race. I think we had a 10 horse, no, 3 horse. I forget which horse we had, but I think it was a 3 horse. And the jockey came off right from the start. So he had a loose horse running, and that horse was hurting. I mean, it was hanging with all the other horses. And I always get very nervous and concerned because this was a delayed, the race was delayed, on tape delay, because they showed another race earlier. So they were able to put, which I hate seeing, that blue screen come up where something bad really happened. And when that happens, the race, they don't show it anymore. Thank God, they should. But you could tell that one horseman was coming, and usually they go wide or they stay away. But this horse was running in between the horses like, oh boy. And thankfully, nobody got hurt. But that's what happened on Monday. Wednesday, let's hope everybody's ride safe, does well, and let's see our horses get home. So again, Monday and Wednesday is our BRISnet pick of the day. Again, BRISnet.com, the handicapper's edge. It is hopefully going to give us an edge today. And we will talk about Friday's happy hour show at 3 o'clock. Again, special show is going to be on Saturday, 11:30. Wade's going to be in Tampa Bay with boots on the ground, talking to us about some things that might be happening we don't know about down there. It's always good to have boots on the ground, John. So any last words before we say goodbye and sign off, John?
Yeah, I would like to maybe give my JK pick of the day today.
Oh yes, sir.
Since you want no parts of it, you don't want to hear it. So we can sign off now. I know it's not any good. So
I'm just busting your chops, John. I was hoping you were going to say that. I want to see what you said. Again, I want to hear it.
Looks kind of chalky at Parks. 4 out of the early 5 races today paid even money or less. So trying to find down the road. And like these morning lines, 4-1, they bet them down to even money. 6-1, bet down to even money. So it's tough to say, based off the morning line where it's going to go. But I'm going to give you a late double in the 7th race that starts the late pick 5. But I'm just going to say, double with the 7, first time off the claim for Jamie Ness, the 11 horse. He's 4-1 morning line. There's a horse on the inside that might be a slight favorite. So I'm going to try to beat him with first time Jamie Ness, the 11. And the next race, I was keying in on the 4, but the more I looked at it, if you catch Jamie Ness with the 11, hopefully at 3-4-1, then I'm going to use both of them. There's 8th race, the 4, second time starter, ran second in a maiden special weight. The 2 horse coming out of a stakes race. He debuted in a $75,000 stake on New Year's, the day before New Year's Eve, and ran second by 3/4 of a length. So I'm going to try to beat him with the 4. He'll be a better price, but for double purposes, I'll include both, and the 4 will be twice as much of a payoff as the 2. So we'll root the 4 anyway. So race 7, it'll be $10 doubles. The 11 over the 2-4 in the 8th race, and 11 with the 2-4 races 7 and 8. That's where I'll take my stand today.
11 in the 7th race, 2-4 in the 8th race.
Yep.
$10 doubles. Okay.
All right.
Speaking of JK, tomorrow, JK Strong is going to be on the track running.
Yep. First race tomorrow, and speed's holding up pretty good. So hoping that she bolts out of there and, opens up a few, and they just spin their wheels behind her on this track. Speed's been very favorable, and the closers, really haven't gotten there. Whoever's leading top of the stretch usually, has been spurting away. So
yeah, right. Okay.
How she handled it. The 4 horse to our inside, definitely the main danger, who's going to be odds on. But maybe if we get out there and forget to stop, they'll be running for second behind us. But worst case, I'm hoping, we're second best and it's 4-5 ice cold, or our 5 just keeps going. So we'll see what happens.
Hey, she looked good last time when she came out really strong. She's running. You said she's feeling very good. So look forward to seeing that race. And that's race 1, which is what's their first race post time? 10:05, 12:05 or something like that?
12:05. Yep.
Okay. Well, let's root for JK Strong tomorrow, 12:05, race number 1 at Parks. We got John's double in race 7 and 8, 11, $10 doubles, 11 over the 2-4. My pick in race 9 at Tampa, the 9 horse Tux. If it does well, maybe I'll be able to wear a Tux to the High Bow of the Year dinner, which I'm giving up my title this Saturday to another person who will have a parking spot for a year. That's the most valuable. There are so many valuable parts of being High Bow of the Year, but there's no question this parking spot right next to the, basically the entrance is very important, particularly this weekend. On Killarney's, they have the kickoff parade for the parade on Sunday. Of course, Killarney's a tough place to park to. There should be a Killarney of the Year to get a space, I think, there, because when that place is packed, you can't get in there either. So,
who was the High Bow of the Year this year? Who got it?
Nancy Finan.
Okay, Nancy's got it. Okay, good.
Yeah. She's a great girl, does a lot, that helps out with the fish fry, sells 50/50s, helps out with our golf tournament.
Yes, she does.
Hosts the marshals at our house on the parade day in the morning at around 10 o'clock. You can stop over there They have food. They have beverages. So on Parade Day, March 14th, this Saturday, the parade at the Hamilton, starting in Nottingham Fire Company, going down.
Nottingham Way.
Well, before they get to Nottingham Way, they come out of the firehouse.
Mercer Street. Mercer Street, making a right.
And make a right on Nottingham. Hopefully it's a nice day. It's the weather, like you said, up and down. Hopefully it's an up day on Saturday, March 14th, when we have the parade, because that would be a great time. Because usually if they have it like that, John, it's like 10 or 12 deep, all up and down the street. The bands, the floats, the Killarney's has a float, Blend has a float, Nottingham Tavern has a float. The Nottingham Tavern, of course, is right there on the corner. So, that place will be packed. Hopefully
what is the dress code for Saturday, the High Bows Award? That's the first time I'm going.
Well, nobody gets super dressed up, but it's not a jeans. We don't wear jeans. Business casual, I guess you call it, Some guys wear,
not sport coats. I could just wear a long sleeve button down shirt.
Absolutely. Yes, sir. Yes.
Pair of khakis
absolutely.
or something.
Yep. That'd be perfect. Yes. Other than that, John, now I'll say this. Any final words, John?
No, I got my peace of mind in there. So let's see if it worked out. Maybe I should keep my mouth shut. That's what people are going to say after. Why don't you just shut up?
No. They'll never say that. We thank our viewers for watching us as our shows continue to grow. Again, I want to thank our sponsors, BRISnet.com, the Handicapper's Edge. If you are a handicapper and if you're watching the show, you clearly are a handicapper. You certainly want to use BRISnet.com for the information they give on our two sponsors, for the vape shop and Cases Porco. So on that note, I'm just going to say, hey, don't forget, bet smart, cheer hard, fast horses can sometimes equal very serious fun. And as always, as we say, just make sure we just let them run, John.
All right, let them run to the wire today. See you
Good
guys
luck,
on Friday.
Everybody. Good luck. Yep.